Okay. Looks like. Oh, hey, my mic's on over here. Alright, looks like everything's good. Just in my kitchen, or in my office right now. Looks like everything is good. Alright, let's get to cooking. Ah, I'm muted. Fool. I am a fool. Alright, now you should be hearing me. But I'm just setting up the laptop so I can make sure I am actually being heard. Just make sure I'm being heard. Okay, hold on, forgot the password to my girlfriend's laptop. Oh fuck, where did I leave it at though? Okay. Sorry, just pulling some stuff up. Pulling some stuff up. Making sure you can hear me. Alright, cool. Alright. So I'm not really following any recipe here per se. I'm just kind of going. How do I move around this thing? I don't want that over here. Alright. I'm just kind of going. It's relatively simple. I mean, the most important thing is you got chicken, you got parm. So you got parm. I need I don't know why they call it chicken parmesan. Well, I guess they probably throw a lot more parm on it, but you know, you throw mozzarella on it. Probably gonna make some pasta with it too, just because it's like a classic thing to go together. We got some frozen broccoli that I might just throw on, but yeah. All right, I'm just gonna start by salting some chicken up. Salting some chicken up. All right. And I'm also gonna pound it actually. Maybe I pound it before I salt it up. which I can do in a, I don't have, actually I can probably pound it before I, per se, take it out of the bag. Don't mind me. Just doing this first. I'm just gonna beat the shit out of the chicken for a little bit. I don't know if it's easier to do that while it's not in a vacuum sealed thing. But literally you just want to pound it so it's like kind of the same size all throughout. It's already in a vacuum sealed bag, so you don't have to per se, but kind of want even chicken. And usually the front, the top portion up here is usually a little bit bigger and fatter than the rest of it. So if you want a juicy chicken breast and evenly cooked chicken breast, also tenderize it a little bit, I think, and breaking up the muscle cells, or the muscle fibers, etc. This is approximately they're also big ass chicken breasts. Really just beating the shit out of this thing. I think this is decent, but I'm just gonna do it. Get a couple more hits in for good measure. Okay, that's decent. Decently beat the shit out of. Sufficiently beat up. All right, let's bring this back into play. All right. So then I'm gonna grab some paper towels to dry off the chicken. Probably don't have to do this like I do when I cook like a chicken breast. I mean, like a simple chicken breast. Usually I just dry it off so I can get like a good sear on it. But you know, we're putting it in a, what's it called? We're putting it with some flour and some breadcrumbs, so like that's gonna dry it out anyways, and we're gonna be dunking it in some egg wash, so it's kind of be gonna get re-wet anyways, but you know, habit I guess. These are like salt. Usually I do all the my chicken work and meat work on a plastic cutting board because I don't really want to do the whole disinfectant of the wooden cutting board. So I predominantly use that for, but you know, if a little piece gets on it, I have to kind of wash it, but you know, whatever. Alright, yeah, sufficiently. I don't know, I sharpen this knife, but like I think the tip is not very well sharpened. Granted, this is probably kind of just weird. What's it called? Tendon. That I can just get rid of. But yeah, the tip of the knife was not sharpened very well. I think I need to redo that. Unfortunately, sharpening knives is like, I'm like okay at it. It's one of those things where it's like kind of fucking sucks to do, but you know, still better than just, you know, having a shitty sharp knife. This shit looks like boogers, man. That's like gross, bro. Holy. Alright. Just tossing that shit out of the way. Wash my hands real quick. Hey. I think later I'm gonna play some like Battlefield 1 with some friends after cooking and eating and stuff. But right now, just a simple chicken parm. Brian, one of my friends, told me, I was like, "Yeah, what should I cook?" He was like, "Yeah, I made a nice chicken parm." So he gave me a chicken parm. I haven't made a chicken parm in a while, so making some chicken parm. So I'm just gonna season up the chicken before I do any dredging. It's a relatively large chicken breast, so you'll have a lot of surface seasoning. Usually what I'll do, what a good thing to do is sometimes you like salt something a night before and kind of let it sit out in the fridge and skin dry out overnight. I need to wash that. Let the skin dry out overnight, and then you can get like a really nice gold crust on it. But I didn't do that, so I even forgot to take out the chicken. I'm like one of the worst people when I need to like cook food. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll cook this, and then all of my chicken's frozen, so I like throw that shit in like water bath in like in the vacuum sealed bag, and let it defrost in a bowl, so it still keeps the temperature below where like bacteria can grow, and usually it's like not for that very long anyways. Do that and just let that go for, you know, let it defrost, and then take it out of the bowl and you're good. So we'll say the salt will cause some stuff to fall. Colin, should I add some blueberries? Some blueberries to the chicken parm. Blueberry chicken parm. I heard that's the next best thing. That's the up and coming thing. But I do gotta make that blueberry thing. I was hoping to get, I'm doubling the amount of blueberries in it. Maybe I'll have 2 blueberries in it this time with 7, depending on how, depending on if I get any more. Dude, I got 7 grams of blueberries, man. 7 grams. That should be enough breadcrumbs. Need no grams of blueberries, man. It's probably one of those things too where it's like, so it's like one of those things where it's like if I post on Instagram, I'm into YouTube, it was like kind of the same, but I'm telling people to like go to YouTube, ain't nobody fucking going over there. But you know, I just gotta naturally go that shit. Oh, I was working it. You should have seen me beat the shit out of it earlier, Colin. You missed it. You missed me beating the shit out of it. I'm gonna add some cheese to the breadcrumbs too. I do need an egg wash. Where's that? A frozen hot dog coated in peanut butter. You know? Shane, I'm pretty sure that's you, right, Shane? Can't say I would. I can't say I would. Why is it gotta be frozen? Maybe like a hot dog like covered in peanut butter, like maybe. But like, why that shit gotta be frozen too, man? I ain't no dog. I ain't a fucking dog. Alright. I'll throw some parm in there, get a little extra flavoring in there. Mix that up. Pretty sure is this? No, it's just plain. That's fine. I'm also gonna pepper it up. Also gotta make sure you season your breadcrumbs and shit. Oh my god, this cheese is just clumped up. Season your breadcrumbs. Season your flour. Otherwise, you're gonna have bland ass flour and bland ass breadcrumbs. But if you have a decently seasoned chicken, it should be fine anyways. But whatever. This may not be enough flour. Probably it's not enough flour. But we'll play it by ear. If I need to throw some more on there, it should be fine. Should be fine. Should be fine. I do need an egg wash station too. I ain't got enough space on my cutting board. Oh, I'll probably have some in the middle actually. All right. One more. Dirtying up all the dishes I possibly can. What's the best way to do this? I'm gonna use my cast iron. I'll probably use my biggest fuck one. So I can cook them, and I can probably throw it into the oven. Or is it better to throw it into the oven on a wire rack so then the bottom doesn't get all soggy? I'm gonna do that. That's what I'm gonna do. Throw it into the oven on a wire rack. Get a bowl of water boiling as well so I can make the pasta in time. Some fucking hair in here. God damn. I feel like pasta with chicken parm is just like the classic thing. You get that shit in like every Italian restaurant you've ever been at. It's like the most like classic dish ever. But you know, whatever. Spice it up. Yeah, maybe add a blueberry like Colin said. If I add a blueberry, maybe that'll spice it up enough. I'm just gonna do 1 egg for the wash. Should be good enough. Don't need to unnecessarily waste any. No need to unnecessarily waste any eggs. Alright, let's do... I'm literally just filling up a pot of water right now. Most boring shit ever. Alright, that's good enough. That is good enough. I'll just let that go. Always make sure you salt the shit out of your pasta water. I'm also gonna throw the rest of my salt in there. May not be enough. I've seen some people throw a crazy amount of salt into their pasta water. I salt mine liberally, but you know, I guess I can probably salt it a lot more liberally than some people fucking do. Like they literally, I've seen like an insane amount of salt. It's just chaos. But throw a little bit more. Throw a little bit more in there. It all depends on how long, I believe, you just cook your, whatever you're cooking in the water, it all depends on how long you're cooking it in for. The more longer you're cooking it in, the more it will, the more it'll absorb the salt. Versus like, obviously, if you don't, maybe I will need 2 eggs. Versus if you only have something in the salted water and boils for like 5 seconds, then it doesn't matter. But, you know, if you have a big ass, shit, let's get some, she'll do olive oil, friend, olive oil. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to cook both of these in there. We'll find out. It's gonna be like kind of like a shallow fry. So I'm kind of, honestly, this ain't gonna cut it. This is gonna be like a shallow fry. Once I get to frying, I'll move you into the action, but I'll kind of just use the rest of it, but should be fine. Mainly just to get that shit nice and crispy on the edges. Mostly cooked through, at least. I'll say I might just mix a little bit of veggie oil in there too. A mix of oils, an oil blend. Don't know if that matters. I'm doing it anyways. So now I'm just coating it on both sides. Get it as nice and coated as you can. And then you're gonna throw it right into the, you know, sizing of these containers. So leaving a little bit to be desired, I will say. Do not choose the right size containers, but whatever. Who cares? It's already too late. Ridiculously small. A ridiculously large piece of fucking chicken. All right. Straight into the egg bath. And then we're going straight to the breadcrumbs. Cheese, get every last bit of this chicken coated, because that is where all your texture and flavor will come from. Breadcrumbs are yummy. A little bit of breadcrumbs in there. Mixing my dredge a little bit. It's a little hodgepodge, but you know, I'm committed to doing it the way I set myself up to do it. Don't know if that oil is going to be up to temp yet, so I'm going to leave that in there for a hot minute. Don't think it's going to be. Don't think it's going to be. Let's see. We're at 300. That's not bad. It's not bad. All right, I'm gonna throw it in there. Throw it in there. Eggs. I think I need to move you guys over. Let's throw this bad boy in there. I don't know if it's gonna get super crispy on the edges, but you know, it's very, very shallow fry. Yeah, more breadcrumbs. I think flour should be fine. I wonder if it's better if I get more of a fry shot. All right, we're gonna let that go. just so it's nice and golden crispy. Golden crispy. Golden brown. GBD. Whatever you want to say. Whatever you want to call it. Golden brown, crispy, done. Nice golden brown, crispy, juicy. Spicy, not spicy, but all of the above. Still, it's looking good. I mean, looking nice. Have it looking nice, juicy. Don't want it to get too dry. I don't want it to overcook a little bit. And we're gonna finish it off in the oven, so it's only for a few minutes. I'm just doing the same thing I did the other one. Put it in the egg wash. You're missing it, but it's fine. You just saw it, so it doesn't matter. It's burning a little bit. I can smell it. Or at least some of the breadcrumbs are. Holy shit. It is. Really. Why is it so hot, man? Holy fuck. Well, a bit crispier than intended. I lost some of the middle's good, but the edge is just like insane there. Alright, well, you know, that's on me. That's on me. That'll be my piece. That will be my piece. That will be my piece. My girlfriend will get the better one. I need to turn the fan. Turn on the fan. It's like this burner. This burner is like so big that it just like the edges just like cook a lot faster than anything else. So I kind of struggle. On it just a little bit. My lord, sir, get away. It is sputtering and spittering. I'm gonna turn down the heat for a little bit, have it cool down a little bit before I throw the other one in. Not everything is perfect sometimes, you know. Alright, it's nice and crispy. Nice and crispy. I'm gonna put this off to the side before I fully cook it. Reheat the oven, 350. Should have done that earlier. Alright. Now, we will put the chicken, the other piece. Make sure it's all covered. Same deal here. Gonna make sure to not burn it up. Should be easier. Turn the temps down. Always gotta make sure you're controlling the temps well, or you end up with, like, you know, a burnt piece like me. Flavor crystals, as my father would always say. Bill, my father Bill, and loved his flavor crystals sometimes. I'm pretty sure it's just baking at 350. I don't know if it needs to be baked at anything different. Let me check. all recipes. What do we bake it at? Oven is hot. Oh, 450. They're at 450. They're hot. Oh, that's 550. That's way too much. Okay. Honestly, I forgot to preheat the oven, so we might be waiting here a little bit more, but I gotta assemble this shit anyway, so it ain't a big deal. Alright, that's better looking. That's a lot better looking. But since this area is a little bit thinner than this one's, it might be a little bit more, what's it called, overcooked here than undercooked here. But you know, it's fine. That is fine. I mean, chicken parm is pretty easy to assemble, though. I mean, like, I'm making some pasta with it, but like, what it'll be, we're just gonna be throwing. We'll be throwing it in the oven, but we'll be throwing it with just literally tomato sauce, fresh mozzarella. I'll probably put some more cheese on it. I'm gonna do parsley on it as well, but that'll be a finished topping because like I don't want to put the parsley in the oven. When the parsley in the oven will happily cook the shit out of it and lose out on like the freshness of the parsley, which is a big. That's what you're losing out on. That's like kind of what you. Parsley's more of just like a topping that you add, or in like meatballs or whatever you can add into meatballs. The thing, but it's more of a topping more than anything else. Okay. This one should be good soon. Flip it over, cook it a little bit more before we start assembling these bad Larrys. Dude, I'm getting sputtering. I don't know how it is, like some people like cook with like certain things without getting like absolutely injured and mangled. I swear there's sometimes I just get absolutely killed. Alright. That's good. Taking it off the heat. Trying not to take all of the breading off, which is, you know, seems impossible. Literally pulling all of the breading off of it, which is quite depressing. Alright, that's good. Bring this back over here. Switch my camera lens. Attempting to switch my camera lens. There we go. Just got my pasta boiling away. Honestly, I might switch. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Alright, here comes the pretty easy part of assembling the chicken parm before we throw it in the oven for however long. 15 minutes. I mean, it ain't even up to temperature yet, so we're gonna be waiting. We're gonna be waiting. And that's all on me. I take full blame, full responsibility. Yeah, what was it, the sauce? I think I was muted when I said sauce. I did not make the sauce myself. I could have, but just a brand that I saw in the store. Just some simple sauce that I froze. And just, you know. Smells really good. I think we used it for like tortellini a week or two ago. It's pretty good. It's better than no Prego or whatever the other brands are. So probably not gonna have any with the pasta. Actually, now I think about it, I have another thing that I can probably defrost, but I got a lot left. Okay, smells really good though. Top it with some fresh Parmesan. One thing that's interesting is like my girlfriend got this from the store and I got like a different one, but like the cheese, this cheese is a lot softer, so I believe it's a lot younger, which I'm assuming it just because it just dries out, which makes sense. I don't know how old they ferment this, or not ferment, but like age this cheese. I guess that makes sense if you're just letting it sit out longer. Obviously, it's gonna be drier. You know, maybe I'm a dumb idiot. Maybe I'm just an idiot, man. All right, let's do. Honestly, I'm just gonna rip this off. Just kind of top it. Fresh mozzarella. Pretty good. Very fresh tasting. Did not make this myself. Low-key, that would be something I'd like to try. I don't know how the hell you make mozzarella. All I've seen people is like, they're like just manhandling the cheese, and I don't really fully understand like how you form the curds and do this and whatever it is, but you know, I ain't no cheese guy. Honestly, I'm not like the biggest lover of cheese in the first place, but I'm just here. The inside of the cheese is a very different texture than the outside. Low-key string cheese though. I fuck with string cheese heavy. Don't get a lot of it, but obviously, you know, string cheese is like just mozzarella, but like shittier. But something about string cheese in a packet with that animated cheese guy. Something about that's, you know, gets me going. You know, I might just throw it all on here and just say fuck it. Will that cause issues? I don't know. Alright. That's good. So now, all I'm waiting for is the cheese to cook. I don't know what that noise was. That was some noise. Or not the cheese to cook. I'm waiting for the oven to warm up. Fucking idiot. I'm just forming a large pile of dishes to do. Let's put some shit away. Leave the sauce out. Leave the cheese out. We'll need to temp check that at some point, but I don't think that's important right now because it ain't even close to being cooked. I know that bitch is raw in the middle. This is hot as hell. Pour out that oil. I'm not gonna be using that. Oh, wish I could be using it. Maybe I will use it actually. Let me defrost so I can get some. I think I need to defrost this somehow really quickly. Let's just put it in hot water. Somehow defrost it. I'm just, you know, I'm always taking things out a lot later than I should be taking things out, but I'll put this, and just put the tomato sauce on the pasta as well. And I might just throw it in the cast iron to toss the pasta to get it all like nice and delish. So I just need it mostly defrosted, and then I'll just like break it up. But I do need to get all of the oil and stuff out of the. All right, this thing is the 370. I'm just gonna throw it in because I want to. These are beasts of chicken breasts. Holy shit, man. These are absolute beasts. Okay, now let's do this. Actually, let me not be stupid about this. Pour it with 2 hands. Or hold it with 2 hands. And do it here. Do it here. And there are a lot of burnt bits on here. Maybe better to clean it before I toss pasta in it, purely because I don't really want those burnt bits on the thing in my pasta. That will be gross. A little chicken parm, yeah, exactly, Calvin. A little chicken parm. I just toss it into the oven. I'm gonna let it go for like 15-20 minutes. I do need to clean this a little bit. Clean the cast iron a little bit to get all the burnt crispy bits out of there, mostly. That's good enough. Let that dry. Let that dry. Little action shot of what's going on right now. Instantly it's sizzling, which is great. Which is great. Mainly just waiting for the water to boil, I guess. I guess I'll just do some dishes in the meanwhile. It's 7 something. I don't know what time it is. My clock is all fucked up. 7:20 maybe. It says 9:48 for some reason. I don't know what's wrong with our oven. Our oven just like changes like temps any time. It just doesn't. It's not, or not temps. Times. It just like resets for some weird reason. Don't understand why. It'll just be, you know, normal. We reset it, and then just decides to reset itself for some weird reason. So, don't know why. Very weird. So, it's 9:48. So I'll check in, you know, 5 minutes maybe. See how it's going. See how it's looking. 9:48. Do a few dishes. Wow. The water's still boiling. Already to boil. These dishes are annoying. I genuinely, like the people who clean as they go. I mean, I guess I'm kind of doing it right now, but fully, I don't understand how they fully clean while they go. Like, that shit is just, whack. I'm not well organized enough for that. Alright, I think that water is boiling. I'm literally just gonna be adding some simple pasta. Wherever my pasta is. Oh, I could do Tori's Protein Plus pasta. Angel hair. Or I could do normal pasta. I'll do the Protein Plus. Slightly healthier. How many grams of protein in this? It's a grain and legume. Where's the protein? Am I stupid? protein. 10 grams. Not bad. It says there's 7 servings in here with a big thing of chicken. I'm just gonna cook it all. So we got a lot of extra. This is one of those things I feel like you can just like cook a shit ton of. Just cause it's good for leftovers. Oh Lord. Alright, that cooks in 4 to 6 minutes, so it'll be like 2 seconds. That'll be like 2 seconds pretty much. Just some simple angel hair protein pasta. And then what I'll do is get the sauce. I will say the tomato sauce will fuck up the cast iron now that I think about this. Now that I think about this, it will fuck up the cast iron. Because my seasoning ain't good enough. And the tomatoes are acidic. Alright, we're gonna not do that then. We're gonna not do that. Throw that off to the side. Actually, you know what? I'm taking the risk. I don't want to clean another dish. Taking the risk. It'll be fine. It will be fine. Literally just gonna do that. Just let it defrost this way. Just hopefully it defrosts in time. I will say this is like ready instantly, so you know, gotta transfer it over pretty much lickety split. Which will be fine. Transferring it all over there. Don't really care how much pasta water gets in it because the starch will help create a nice creamy sauce. So if anything, the more starch the better. You can dissolve off the water or evaporate off the water afterwards. No big deal. Cooking. Just something simple. Keep it off to the side for now in case I want more of the pasta water. Oh, this piece is really frozen in the middle. You know, this could have been better if I just took both of them out, but you know, didn't do that. Now you see where we're at. I should probably check the, I should probably turn down this because I don't want the pasta to overcook and be mush. Chicken is looking decent. I'm gonna temp check it, see how we're looking at. How we're looking. Don't think it's there yet. Nope, not even close. We're at like 115-ish. 115-ish. Literally just completely encapsulating the frozen block of tomato sauce. And what I can do also is just put a little bit of just a couple hot spoonfuls of starch, or the starchy pasta water. That helps emulsify, as I was saying before. Let's see. Oh, now that's good pasta. Just gotta wait for that. The rest of it's the thing. So that'll be good. I'm gonna throw a bunch of pasta or Parmesan on that. Ooh, I'm starving, let me tell you. I am starving. I had some, let's go. What up, Pete? What up? I made some, made the bread that I made on stream the last weekend or Sunday. What was it? I made it because I wanted to just sandwiches for lunch. So I was eating those sandwiches and they were fine. I mean, I'm just making, I feel like a kid, I'll be honest. I was eating some bologna and cheeses. And I don't even have mustard. We had honey mustard, which I put that on one of the sandwiches and it was just eh. I didn't like it. And then we had I thought we had mayo. We didn't even have mayo. It was just it was garlic aioli, which was fine, honestly. I thought it was mayo. Alright, that's looking good. I think the pasta. But, dude, I feel like, number one, I feel like a middle schooler eating bologna and cheeses. Number two, by the time it is smoky in there. I think some of the cheese is melted onto the thing and it's just burning. By the time the bread, for today, when I was eating the bread, it was just it's lost a lot of the moisture. So it's just it's just not the same as the fresh bread. And just kind of just kind of sad. But still good as fuck. I mean, it's lunch. My cucumbers with it. It's good. It's good enough, whatever. Sometimes lunches are just sad. But can't spend $1 million on lunch every day. That shit gets expensive quickly. Alright. I'm just gonna put a little bit of some more pasta water in that to help melt the cheese a little bit. Just emulsify a little bit better. So one thing is when you get a big thing of cheese or a big thing of pasta, it's hard to mix it super well. Once you have tongs, actually, tongs are not bad. Tongs is not bad. Alright, it's not looking bad. Hopefully I didn't destroy my seasoning on my cast iron. So I know tomato acid. Yo, thank you, baby, thank you. Let's see how my chicken's doing. We're looking at 125, 124. It's looking a little, taking a lot longer than I thought, to be honest. Alright, I think this is good. Pasta's good. No complaints on the pasta. I'll let you guys see what the chicken's looking like. I will say, I think some cheese got on the bottom thing, so it's just burning. That's just burning on the bottom, but that's kind of what all I'm smelling right now. It's just the burn. But, you know, whatever. Alright, I'm gonna keep the... I'm sweating right now. Holy shit. I'm fucking sweating. Nothing, like, being in the summer, oven on, is just torture. That shit is torture. You know? That shit is torture, man. But, whatever. Let's see, let me taste this to see how, make sure it's still good. Yep. Nice and good. Pasta still got a little bit of chew on it, which is nice. That was one thing I was like, well, hopefully don't fuck up overcook the pasta at all. But the cast iron will hold the heat nicely, so I don't have to kind of keep it hot. That's the one good thing about, or not the one good thing, plenty of other good things about cast irons. But that's one of the good things about cast irons is it holds heat really, really well. So you don't need to, so if you're keeping something warm, it'll be great. All right, I'm gonna chop up some parsley now. Just cleaned up the cutting board. This would be the freshen up for the pasta that I had sitting around. Might as well use the rest of it. Might as well use the rest of it while we're waiting. Got nothing better to do. Nothing better to do. What a busy, busy weekend coming up, let me tell you. Did some shit with my parents. Went to dinner. My brother just finished his first internship, which is exciting. It's like, it's so funny, like thinking about like internships and like just how they just were. It's like, I feel like there's always like the classic things where people are like, oh yeah, you just get copies from people. But I feel like my internships, I actually kind of did shit. I don't know, like, if people just like had just like the worst internships ever, or if it was like those internships where people are like, yeah, we want an intern, but they just like want actually just an unpaid like slave to do like the grunt work for them. So they just all like the horrible shit. You know, I guess like sometimes that's fine if you want like good experience, but like I feel like the unpaid internship is just like crazy. Companies are trying to do that. Yeah, we want some unpaid interns. Oh, you want free labor? Yeah. Me too, man. Me too. I gotta give them minimum wage or something. Actually kind of messed up, dude. Actually kind of messed up. I will say I'm gonna keep these parsley stems to throw in my stock. I'm gonna freeze them, throw them in my stock. That one's kind of sad looking. I don't want to put these on. I think they add like a really nice sweetness, I believe. Can't say I've compared one with versus without, but I just use a bunch of vegetable scraps, and that's just what I'm gonna do. And you know, you can make stock out of anything if you really wanted to. All right. Big ass pile of parsley. Check that again. The cheese is browning nicely. Still got that burn bits at the bottom. I don't think it can burn anymore. It ain't smoking anymore, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, just got a pile of just like scraps, kitchen scraps, mainly like garlic and onions, and I think broccoli stems I'll throw in there sometimes. Make like a half vegetable, half chicken stock. Because like Whole Foods sells like frozen chicken backs that are like $2 to buy, which is great. It's really cheap, and I buy like a couple of those. So I'm just gonna add more pasta water to this, so make sure it stays loose and it doesn't dry out. Don't want dry pasta. A dry pasta sauce is not ideal. Dry pasta sauce, not ideal. Okay, let me check the temp again. I wish I could press a button to have this like turn back on. It's only at 135, so I'm gonna shoot for, actually, what's the other one at? Yeah, we're at like the same. Might turn down the temp to 400. And just let's let that go. Obviously I gotta keep it going. I'm gonna cook it to like probably 150, 155. Carry over, cook it to whatever I need. It should give me the proper cooking thing. It'll be enough where I'm killing all the bacteria, but also giving it juiciness. What's the one thing about chicken breast is like you really need to be careful of what temp you cook it to, otherwise that bitch will dry out, and that will be some sad ass chicken breast. We want some dry ass chicken. Dude, I love the smell of parsley so much. Alright, that's good enough. That is good enough. I need nothing more than that. Just rinse off my knife. Try this bitch. Wash your knives right away. Don't throw them in the dishwasher. Dishwasher knives make me sad. Now we're just kind of hanging out and waiting. And I'm sweating though. No Molly was popped, but I'm sweating. Is there any other toppings I could do? I'm gonna do a little bit of topping, cheese topping, obviously. Just like I put a little bowl, parsley in the little bowl, so I don't have to wipe that down. Or I can actually use the cutting board for other things. Dude, I feel like a crazy person. Just like chatting to myself. I mean, I don't fully talk to myself sometimes, but I just feel crazy. I'm a crazy man. Alright. That's good enough. Put it off to the side. Just waiting, man. I would have started the pasta a little bit later if I knew it was going to take this long for the pasta to cook, or the chicken to cook. But, you know, so be it. That's what happened. This is a mountain of fucking pasta. I cook for like a family of like 5. Tori and I are not eating all that pasta. Let's see what we're looking at right now. Ooh, that's looking good. I'm gonna take it out and check on it actually. I want to make sure I don't burn the fuck out of it. And trivet. Let's see, let's temp check this. Well, we're at like 144 right now, which isn't ideal. It's gonna carry over, cook a little bit, so it'll probably get up to like 150 something or other, which I know this one's a little lower actually. All right, I'm gonna let it rest for like a tiny bit. I'm gonna move around the where this is. I'm gonna throw it a little higher. This does need to go back in. Let's give that like 5 more minutes. Man, I thought this shit was gonna be ready a lot sooner. A lot sooner. Now I'm just sweating, waiting, surviving, vibing, conniving. Why are these called trivets? I've never understood. This seems like, I'm saying it's like the English language is just like, dude, who the fuck looked at this thing? Like, I want to know, maybe there's like some Latin base word for it, but it's just like, why are you looking at this thing? Why are you looking at that thing being like, yo, trivet? Clearly this is a trivet. I can't believe you'd see anything else otherwise. It's so clearly a trivet. It's just like, no it ain't, man. That is a, I don't know. You can't even like make up words. What's that word that they made up in that one show? There's like Schmickeldorf. I've been Schmickeldorfed. Oh, SpongeBob. Fool. Nikos, you know that. I've been Schmickeldorfed. That's not even a word, and I agree. I'm about to just like eat some pasta, man. We're just waiting. We're just waiting. I guess I can do these dishes. Might as well do them while we're waiting. Might as well do some dishes. Should throw these in the dishwasher. Dude, deli containers, low-key. Those are these are the shit. I bought like a bunch of them off like Amazon. The deli containers are great. I highly recommend them. Highly, highly recommend deli containers. You make like just like storing things easy, like nice and easy. Actually, I don't even you do these dishes. I'm just throwing these in the dishwasher. I'll probably do this actually. It takes up too much space. I'll say one of the worst things about like dredging and using like flour and like a dual system is just like, dude, getting like your hands wet with like the egg and stuff, whatever, and like putting your wet hand into like, I mean, I know you're supposed to have like a dry hand, a wet hand, but like, I mean, you know, sometimes that shit don't work. But like, dude, nothing's worse than having just like wet hands with like flour on it. Dude, that shit is just gross feeling. Like, that gotta be one of the worst things. That shit is just horrible. Actually, wait, I do need to wash the rim of this, as I touched it with my chicken hands while I was seasoning it. Honestly, this does need a good wash. amount of black pepper on the edges of that. How, but like, yeah, I'll follow whatever. I don't care. It's just pepper. Alright, let's take this out and see how it's doing. We get a few degrees higher. That cheese is burning. That cheese is burning on the side, let me tell you. Will this turn on if I... Nope. I need to fully close it. Fully open it. Ow. Alright, I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. Alright, let that rest. Let that rest. And I'll prepare the pasta plates in the meanwhile. The pasta plates shall be prepared in the meanwhile. Which, I don't even know if we need 2 chickens for us each. That chicken is fucking huge. Like, look at these things. These things are beasts. Dude, these chickens were in the gym every day. Just pounding beef, broccoli, and rice. And just doing, they were doing legs. Oh wait, no, these are their breasts. They were doing chest every day. The beefiest chickens in the goddamn farm. The Larry Lobster of chickens. All right. So I got a couple bowls. Oh, are those bowls dirty? No, please. Oh, them bowls are dirty. All right, I'm washing these bowls. These bowls are ideal. We're doing more dishes. This is like I made mac and cheese yesterday. I was like, why is this shit so sticky, man? Sticky icky. Dude, mac and cheese, literally cleaning mac and cheese off of shit. Like, dried cheese. That shit is like so hard to get off. Like, I should clean this shit right away. It would have been in my best interests. I'm stuck scrubbing a day later. Absolute noob. Corey and I actually finished Severance for like, after like 7 years of that shit being out. Dude, the way it ended, man, I'm like, fuck. That bitch. That bitch. Alright. Got clean. Get all the cheesy bits off. I'll do the same for this. Sorry, I'm doing the exciting dishes that nobody really cares about. Well, I don't care about dishes, but I gotta do them if we're gonna be eating. Except this one ain't even close to being clean. Literally waiting a day. Gotta be the worst. Shit dries up. It's all gross. Alright, that's good. Oh, hi, sir. Welcome back. The towel. Sure, you're in the way. You're in the way, sir. It's mostly dry. I'm giving like portions out like I'm in the north end. That's what it feels like. That ain't a bad thing. Family size portions. Alright. Now we're going to cut this one in half because that's the bitter looking one. Is it still hot? No. Should put it on the cutting board, but can't be asked. So I'm just going to cut it right here. Just be careful about messing up my knife. Oh, look at that. Whew. Let me show you guys what it's looking like. The finished product. It's looking nice and juicy in there, let me tell you. That chicken is cooked very, very nicely. That chicken, wet as hell. Wet as hell chicken. That chicken is wet as hell. Ain't nothing better than a wet ass chicken. Actually, wait, I was gonna do one. Put it in here. Give it some nice color, some nice pop. Gotta give it some pop. Always gotta give it some pop. And then a bit of parm on top. Always gotta have extra parm, no matter how much you put in the sauce. And then put on its hat. We got some lovely chicken parm. Some lovely chicken parm. Wait, hold on. Let me change the camera angle. How do I change it? Change it back. Looking nice. Looking nice. Oh wait, hold on. Some more pop. Extra see. I got that greens pop, you know. All right. How did I do? How did I do? Did I do good? Did I make you proud? I hope I made you proud. Alright. Dinner. I'm gonna go eat. And then probably be back online streaming games. Some games. Maybe I take a quick little bite. But I'll take a quick bite after. I'll post on my story. So I need this to look how nice this shit looks. Look how nice it looks. Alright. Yeah. Well, I'll be making some pizzas for us on Friday, but yeah, looks nice. Looks good. Looks good. Alright. That shall be it for me. Hold on, wait, give me 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds. Oh, I'm a fool. I don't have my... Oh, there we go. Alright, that's it for me for the time being. This is what we made. Looks pretty good. But yeah. Alright. I'm out for now. I'll be back online later. But thanks for stopping by and watching me cook a little bit. You know, appreciate it. If you ain't following, send a follow. If you are, thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. Alright, goodbye for now, friends. See you later.